My name is Radman Rock and I run a video production company. We hit our very first 10K month around 11 months ago. So I'm going to share with you 3 principles that are backed up in the Bible that will really help you get along the way to earning your first £10,000 month. So when it comes to earning money, I really want to preface that as a Christian in business, we only earn in accordance with how much we serve. And that's really important to grasp. See, in the Bible, Jesus talks about how the greatest among us must be the most servant-like among us. So if we aren't serving people to a higher standard, then we can never expect to earn to a higher standard. And it's something that I always need to repeat to myself and tell myself, like, okay, is the work that we're doing, is it serving to a higher standard? Because I can't expect to earn a whole load of money if we're not even serving to a high level, because we really only earn in accordance to how much we serve and how well we serve. The very first thing that we need to do is to find a group of people that we can actually help. And when you think about the Bible, you see that Jesus was always encouraging his disciples to help people. And as Christians, we're also encouraged to help people as well. And if we can find a problem that a person has, and we can actually help them solve that problem, then the reward that we get off the back of that is actually being paid money. And that is basically how business works. So it's very important that you find a specific person, specific group of people that you want to be able to help, and find out what their problem is. And not just finding out what their problem is, but really obsess over what is the problem that this person has and what is the solution to the problem that that person has. You see, when I first started my video production company, I used to just make videos, and I would expect people to just hire me off of the back that I made videos. But I never really sat down to think about what is the problem that these people face, or why do people even hire me to make videos in the first place? You see, I got started and people were paying me to make videos, and I was happy getting paid to make videos. But I didn't realize that I was solving a specific problem that they had. And most often than not, that problem was probably a problem of marketing. Maybe they wanted more sales, or maybe they wanted more exposure for the events that they were having. And they were willing to pay for that, but I hadn't quite connected the dots per se in terms of understanding, okay, I have a solution to their problem. So when you're starting business, you want to do things the other way around. So start with actually figuring out, okay, what is a problem that this person actually has, and how can you solve that problem? And what I'd advise as well is to make sure you find a problem in a niche or area which you're actually interested in. So for example, for me, I was interested in cameras. So it was easy for me to go into, let's say, helping people with marketing. But for you, if you have no interest in a particular field, don't go into that field just to make money, because that isn't a biblical perspective of looking at things from. And we have to keep in mind that God put desires in our hearts, and he put, let's say, certain things that we like and that we want. So for example, me personally, I still do, I like football, and I don't like ballet, and I don't really have an interest in ballet. So if you think of it from that perspective as well, like keeping in mind that God actually put certain desires in your heart, and he's put certain passions and certain things that you actually want to do. You want to do the things that he's actually put on your heart to do. Don't just go where the money is or where you think the money may be, because you might be very much mistaken. I remember our aim is to serve people, not chase money. Once you've found that group of people that you actually want to help, you now need to really think of a solution to the problem that that group of people faces. So I'll use an example that we use in our business. So we work with charities and we create videos for charities. Now, the main issue that charities have is attracting more funding. So what we position ourselves as is we create videos to help charities attract more funding. So you can see how they have a particular problem, and then we have a solution to that problem with the service that we provide. So you really want to think about the problem that people have and how you can create a solution that will actually help them solve that particular problem that they have. And as a result of being able to solve their problems well, then you'll be able to start earning more money for solving their problems. But it's really important to have it mapped out. Problem that they have, you figure out a solution to that problem or copy an existing solution, and then as a result of that, you can start earning money. But you can't earn money if you are not solving a particular problem for that person. And the reason why is because you aren't serving. I remember, as a Christian, our aim is to serve others. So after you found out the problem and how you're going to solve that problem, you now need to develop your skill within that marketplace. And a great verse that I like is Proverbs 22:29. And it says, "Do you see a man skillful in his work? He'll be seen before kings." And what I find really special about that is the emphasis on the word kings. And you see, kings are rich. Kings have money to spend. So if you really develop a high quality skill in what you're doing, you'll be paid more and you'll be seen by people who are, I guess, kings within that particular industry. And as a result, you'll be paid for what you're doing and you'll be paid well for what you're doing. And I think this is a really important thing, because if you don't have a skill that is valuable, then it's really hard for you to ever earn money, because the service that you're giving, you are still serving and you might still be helping people, but you're not serving in a place that is, I guess, valued by the marketplace. So in my case, I started to learn how to make videos, but it wasn't just something that I picked up one day and I was amazing at it straight away. It's something that I still continue to do, and I had to practice for a very, very long time to actually get good at making videos and making videos of a high enough quality that would actually help a person solve their problem. And you see, there's two things that you have to keep in mind. There's one thing which is creating videos, and there's another thing which is creating videos that solve the problem. Because anyone can make a video, but are we creating videos that are tailored to solving their specific problem? And when I started creating videos that were tailored to solving the marketplace's problem, I was able to make a lot more money straight off of the back of that. And once again, it all comes back to the fact that I'm now serving at a higher level. If I serve at a higher level, I'll also earn at a higher level, provided that I'm within a marketplace that actually values what I'm doing. But the last point is just start. Don't wait till things are perfect, literally just start. There's a Bible verse that says, Ecclesiastes 11:4, it says, farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest. And we all know the principle of if you don't sow, you don't reap, or you reap what you sow. And if I haven't sowed, I can't reap. And quite often when it comes to business, it's so easy to just think of, I want this to be as perfect as possible before I start. And of course, strive for excellence, but understand that your first thing may not necessarily be the best thing. And that's completely fine, because you'll grow with time. I find too often, even myself, like I let the fact that I'm not really happy with how this particular thing is going to look stop me from actually launching the thing. If I don't launch the thing, I can't get any feedback, any constructive feedback even, as to how can we even develop our service to be better. So trust me, it's better to just start than not to start. And if we don't sow, we can never reap. And that's just a law that we have to get used to. And if we want to start reaping, if we want to start earning money, we want to get to that 10K a month, then we need to actually be sowing in something. And we need to be actually presenting to people what it is we have. A person can't buy from us if we haven't even started yet. So I advise you, just start. Those are the three main things that you need to do if you want to start getting ready to earn your first £10,000 a month. First of all, find a particular group of people that you can actually help. Then develop a skill within that particular area that you can solve the particular problem that they have. And finally, just start. Because if you don't start, then nothing's going to happen at all.